So trinomial are expressions with three terms. Expressions with three terms. With three terms. Now, for example, and it has two forms. We have the form of x squared plus bx plus c, and this is the first one. Second one is ax squared plus bx plus c. So we are going to look at them separately. So we'll start with the first one. Now, when you have an expression that has three terms, it will be easier for us to factorize such expression because they are odd. How are you going to group? You're not going to group them in threes. So to do that, we have to make.
Please, are you recording?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
So we have to make the expression to become 4. So to do that is what we're going to learn now. So it has two forms. The form that we have the coefficient of x squared. So let me give you an example. X squared plus 7, x squared plus 7x plus 10. So if you look at this expression now, we want to factorize this. It's not going to be easier for us because nothing is common to the three of them. So we have to make this expression to become 4. From 3, we are going to change it to 4. And it's very, very easy. So what are we going to do? Now, if you look at the coefficient of x squared, that is the letter, do you have any number beside x squared? The x squared we have here, I'm coming. This x squared that we have here, it has no coefficient. It has a coefficient of 1, and that is the first one. But if the coefficient of x squared is more than 1, that's when we have a here. So in this case, we are going to look at the constant term we have there, which is plus 10. That is what we are going to use to determine how it's going to look like. So we are going to look for two factors, product of two numbers that will give us 10. We list all of them out. Product of numbers that give us 10. Product of 10. So we have 1 times 10 is 10. 2 times 5 is 10. Any other one, that's all. All right. This is 10.
Yeah.
This is 10. Now, after that, the middle number we have here. So the factor that we have listed out, if we add them, if we find their sum, that is 1 plus 10. This will give what? 11. 2 plus 5 will give us 7. So we pick the one that gives us 7. So it is 2 plus what? 5. All right. So in that case, we are now going to replace 7x with 2x plus 5x. So if we want to write it, we're now going to say x squared plus, instead of us writing 7x, I'm going to write 2x plus 5x plus 10. Now we have turned the what? The expression to 4 terms. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So now that there are 4 terms now, we can then factorize. So factorize the first two terms to give us x into what? X plus 2. Then the second one is 5 is common. That'll be x plus 2 as well. So in that case, our answer will then be x plus 2, then x plus 5. That is the answer. Is it clear? Partial?
Is this also called quadratic equation?
No. Quadratic. It's going to be quadratic equation when you put equals to 0. You understand?
Okay.
When you put equals to 0. So if once you put equals to 0, it turns to a quadratic equation. So this one is quadratic expression, but it is trinomial.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
okay.
Yeah, quadratic expression. I'll be, it's clear, right?
Mm, yes. It's
I'm good.
clear.
I'm going to give you one
So is that middle one I will do the sum? Why the this
the
thing is always the
product.
product?
Yeah. Okay. Let's look at another example. Let's look at another example to make it clearer now. So m squared minus 6m. Let's have m squared minus 6m plus 8. This is example 2. So we are going to pick the constant part, which is 8. We pick the constant part, which is 8. So that's going to give us product of 8 will be 1 times 8. All right, equals to 8. 2 times 4 equals to 8. All right. So let's now pick the one that will give us uh, minus 6. Don't forget what we have here is minus 6. All right. So the one that will give us 6 is 1 plus 8 will give us 9. Then 2 plus 4 will give us 6. But the funniest thing is that what we have here is minus 6, but this one is plus 6. So there's no problem about that. We can change this one to put this one as minus and put this one as minus. So minus 2 times minus 4 will give us plus 8. So in that case, if you put minus 2 minus 4, this will give us minus 6. So we can then replace minus 6m with minus 2m minus 4m. So we then have m squared minus 2m minus 4m plus 8. Now we have turned 3 terms expression to 4 terms expression. So we can then factorize from here. So we're going to have what is common to both of them is m into bracket m minus 2. Then what is common here is minus 4 is common. That will just give us m. So minus 2. Now, here, you have to be very careful here. If you say what we have here is plus, but it is minus you have outside there. So when you use minus 4 to divide plus 8, so we have 8 divided by minus 4. You're going to get minus 2. So therefore, this is going to be minus 2. So the answer will then be m minus 2 into brackets m minus 4. Is that clear?
Yes.
All right, so that's the answer. So I'm going to give you some questions to solve. All right, I'm going to give you some questions to
Okay.
solve next. Now, so but before that, you have